1959 FC Holden Sedan delivery. Scored the thing in about 1983. It's a Victorian post office van. It's got a lot of option numbers on its plates on the firewall. And they're things like a cut down passenger door, a single driver's seat, I think various luggage racks, and of course the free option, glass back window. Well, they do have a tailgate that doesn't have the glass. It's about the rarest Holden panel available. I wanted $400 for it. So I talked me down to a more realistic $390. It's covered in all sorts of junk. Well, he made it that dash chrome for me on the 21st. I must rip this off. It's a shroud. Probably get a reproduction. That was my best one at one time. I used to keep that put away for special occasions. X2 badge, rare item. All sorts of odd little bits and pieces on it. Like an EH handbrake warning light. Or a GTS HK Monaro tacho. Fire it up. Bit slow, just went through a flood about 4 months ago. Come on, girl, you can do it. Oh, this is embarrassing. Come on. Oh, maybe it needs a charge. Okay, I won't worry about that at the moment. I'll just drive it here. The starter's been a bit sort of intermittent. Had water up to like the base of the seat. Didn't sort of encroach on the back floor. I've got a lot of old gear I had stored under it. Don't have many stickers. Only appropriate ones. So I keep my kangaroo count. That door's got a big ding in it from one of the last ones, but I only count kills. The whole front was taken off by a monstrous one. Disintegrated the grille, bent the bonnet in half, made the driver's side headlight look straight towards the ground. Destroyed one of my beautiful old driving lights. I got replacements, but not with the mesh covers. I've only ever seen a couple of sets of them. There's a lot of real special stuff on it, like a FE special. As I said, it's an FC, but it looks like an FE. And it would have been a red post office vehicle with a cut down door to allow you to throw a mail sack in. Ended up seeing a picture of one somewhere. They sort of have a tonneau cover thing that covers the top half when it's not getting a mail sack put through it. And there were cracks and things in the turret to some holes that were probably some sort of roof rack it might have had. Bit of rust down there, but nothing that can't be fixed pretty easy. Believe it or not, don't worry me. I made half that sill. I think the front was a replacement half. Yeah, they've got interesting little features in FE Holden. It's not working. Oh yes it is, of course it does. Must give it a drink of WD. At the moment I'm missing me little catch end that goes on the end of the bonnet cable. So I've got a pushy part in there to stop the thing from locking down at the moment. It's a pain getting in it with a wire. The motor's a 161 red motor out of like a 66 Holden or something like that. It's just a baby. It's probably about 2.5 litres thereabouts. It's a real special H on the top of the air cleaner. It's off a real special 62 BK hubcap, I think they were. And then top of the air cleaner itself is an HB Tirana hubcap off a 4-cylinder Tirana. It's got XU1 or HP type headers. The 186 headers have a little tube poking out of them. I could have put some chrome side plates on, but there wasn't much wrong with the original, so I whacked them back on. I got its cap off getting painted at the moment. So that's the old girl. It's running out of a fuel bottle. I'm a bit dubious about the fuel tank after this flood. I've got all sorts of oil, fuel, kerosene mix all floating around in there at the moment. Hopefully it'll rinse it out enough to maybe use it. If not, I'll have to rip it out and do something about fuel tank. That's my big concern after the flood. Got a Toyota Corolla bench seat, or Corona bench seat. Just happened to be where I needed one at the time. I managed to adapt its tracks to the Holden tracks. And that's it. Little gate's not too bad. It was always buggered, but got some rot just here. So I'm going to have to replace through here. I've got other tailgates, including the one I said doesn't have glass in it. It makes a free option. This is a lead seam. I know there was some problem where I hit something and then fixed it up and it hit it at the time. There. A bit of old bog and stuff too it's got in amongst that, the moisture. I've got to grind all this back one time when I'm here. Love picking away at rust. But generally, as I said, did do work on this side not long ago. So it just needs a bit of clean up at the front, where I said I'm a bit concerned about the subframe part of it. And that's it. It was one of a batch of 10 or one of a batch of 100 or something to the Victorian Post Office.